Does that just mean people like...
Come on, serious suggestions, please. I'm not trying to write a thriller here.
Well, if it's facts and logic you're after, you shot yourself in the foot with your choice of research topic, didn't you? The Tatara Suna mystery. When so much...
Yeah, well, this is my teacher's area of research. I can't change that. But it's fascinating. I want to write my essay on something interesting, and I'm interested...
Yes, you came to me, so all the more reason to take my advice. The fact is...
Did one of them just mention Tatara Suna? But is it just Paimon, or is it kinda unusual for someone in Sumeru to want to write a paper about that? Everyone here is just going about their business. Great! Let's go find out what this Tatara Suna
Alright, I guess I'll go with my textual criticism and your editorial direction for the first draft. If only we knew where to find that traveler. From what they say about her, this seems like the kind of thing she'd know about.
Oh, you're the traveler.
Hey, what's with that face? Don't believe it?
No, of course I believe you. Actually, I first heard about your great... This is my first time coming face to face with you and your mysterious silver-haired companion. I couldn't believe my luck, and out of 4...
Oh, Sawada, for the love of... Sorry, we don't get out much, Traveler, I hear you've helped many people a great deal and been to
Actually, we don't know much about that place either. In fact, we only can...
I see. My teacher chose this area of research as a personal challenge. He said it's difficult to get into because...
If you don't mind, I'd love to show you all my outline for the book I'm writing about to...
Hold on, Sawada. Don't you think that's a bit of a deep dive?
Well, fair point. In that case, please ease yourselves in gently by
Let me give you some background. This all started with the discovery of some records in Tatara Suna. But in the end, he threw it into a fire to destroy it, and killed. Apart from the swordmaker, his servant, and the one who wrote this all down, the records also mention a Kabuki Mono. This seems to...
That's right. Akaba's teacher has spent quite some time researching these events on the ground. This Kabuki Mono lived in Tatara Suna for a while before disappearing without a...
So first this strange person goes missing, then a murder...
Yes, my thoughts exactly. So I helped out too. I asked everyone I could think of...
Stop shouting!
This part's important. It just so happens that a friend of mine works at the Government Records Office. He looked into it for me, and I can now confirm that all the aforementioned... Even back then, Tatara Suna was already at the center of Inazuma's smelting industry. The man in charge was a government official named Niwa. Curiously enough...
Wait, so there are 2 missing people?
That's right! What's more, Niwa is a name with a lot of history to it. Have you ever heard?
Oh, the swordsmiths? Yeah, like Ishi...
Wow, yes. You really know your stuff. That makes things easier. So, basically, this Niwa was a distant relative of the Kaidahara clan. Something then seems to have happened in the Kaidahara clan, leading to their downfall. I don't know the details, but taken in light of...
But kinda hard.
Sawada, you left out the biggest detail.
Oh, yes, of course. How could I forget? Brace your minds, ladies and gents, for they are about to be blown. Or maybe you won't believe your ears.
Get to the point, for Pete's sake.
According to information acquired by Akaba's teacher, the Kabuki Mono was not a human.
A puppet?
Aha! Judging by the looks on your faces, you...
No! Paimon just meant, how creepy.
I agree, it does. But considering that non-human races in Inazuma are by no means uncommon, spooky events...
Oh, and please read my essay draft as well. Sawada was encouraging me to follow his more creative approach, but I think essays should be grounded in facts. Oh, how about if I plug the holes in Sawada's narrative with political intrigue?
Wait, you're allowed to just make stuff up? Pretty sure you've gone from essay to guess.
Akaba, look. Your teacher has researched this extensively. I've reached out to everyone I could think of. Whatever information... Besides, if there really was a political power struggle going on at anything like the level you...
Good point. Okay, back to the drawing board, I guess. Give me some time.
We have some other stuff to do, so we'll have to say goodbye for now.
All right, thank you. If you find out any more...
Hey, so that thing they were talking about. Okay, then even if we did know some, after all, we kicked his butt and got him locked up. Information about people like that is usually super. If you ask Paimon, Akaba should just pick a different topic. There must be as many essay. Ah! Hey, did you see that? He literally just went by over there. It looked like the Balladeer! No, it can't have been. He got locked up. Oh, quick, let's catch up and see. Traveler, Paimon, there you are. Nahida! Bad news. We just saw the Balladeer strolling around. Did he escape or... Ah! It's him!
Sure enough.
Hey! What are you doing in the sanctuary of Suraston? I know you must have a lot of questions. It was my idea to set the Balladeer free. A deal?
What did you expect? Why do you think Sumeru would keep me around otherwise? Or maybe kill... But if that's the case, why haven't...
Don't flatter yourself. It was...
Ah, so if it were up to you, you'd finish the job? Guess I had you all...
Well, that escalated quickly. Not a good start. But Paimon's worried about you, Nahida.
It's not every day you see people questioning the God of Wisdom's judgment. Just when you think...
Don't you dare try to drive a wedge between... As long as the terms are reasonable, I don't think there's a problem in making a deal.
Well, I, for one, have no reason to doubt you.
Yes, one in which I gained valuable information. The Balladeer's power was all but completely spent after your battle. He's no... Plus, he's a former Harbinger with knowledge of many of the Fatui's sensitive secrets.
Being stuck here in Sumeru could make him a sitting duck,
Wait a second. Farmer? You mean...
I take no pleasure in saying this, but it seems as if the doctor had no...
Sometimes it's you using them, other times it's them using you. Most human relationships are this way. Certainly, so as long as you have some value to offer, nobody will ever abandon you. But after recent events... Well, if the Fatui are gonna reevaluate my utility...
As we discussed, I don't like causing harm to living beings, and you said you need...
I think these two have made their objection to that idea fairly clear. Don't you?
Yeah, obviously!
Then let's put that discussion to the side for now. Today can be a trial run. Where we go from here will depend...
Alright, then I'll do what we...
Good. Go now, and keep in touch.
Nahida, are you...
Yes. I have my reasons for this decision. Yes. As I told you once before.
Oh, yeah. Actually, that's the whole reason we came to see...
You may remember me mentioning that the Fatui had not included your twins' detail. It's possible that the Fatui have other information that even I don't know about. And since the battle, he was granted the power to connect with Irminsul when he almost became the god of a new era. Even though he no longer has the Gnosis, the amount of information in Irminsul is vast beyond description. So I asked the Balladeer to search in Irminsul for any information about the Descenders. He's more familiar with this kind of information, and should be—
Exactly! Or what if...
I understand. But sometimes how things will go in the future depends on what information he brings back. Our minds have connected several times before. There is a corner of your heart. As Sumeru's deity, it is my responsibility to be on guard against the Balladeer. If this deal with the Balladeer can give you the answers you've been longing to find, it's my pleasure, really.
Paimon's still worried about...
I was going to contact you about that, but then you suddenly showed up on your own accord. In fact, I was going to ask you to supervise the Balladeer on my even though he only has a fraction of his full power left. That's still a fraction of a... Of course, I'll be there to help guide you through Irminsul from the outside. Great. Thank you. Prepare yourselves.
Wow, it looks pretty different here compared to last time. The colors are gentler. Guess that must be because Sumeru's at peace.
Look at that. Hot on my heels. You know, you didn't have to cut your catch-up short just to keep me company. Oh, but I...
Shut your beak, jailbird! No way a prisoner gets to...
I understand that prisoners have to put up with harassment from the guards. But right now...
Sounds like a successful rendezvous. I need to be quite clear about something. In a few moments, you'll be entering, unlike anywhere else. Irminsul's inner region consists exclusively of torrents of information. I know there are many grievances between you, on both sides, but it is essential—
Fine, let's call it truce.
Let's cut each other a little slack, shall we? We are, per my agreement with Lesser Lord Kusanali, I'll be at the front. It's my job to lead the way and get rid of any obstacles in our path.
You sure are confident. Paimon will give you that.
If there are no further objections, or did you need some time to mentally prepare yourselves?
Ew! Ugh, the snark on this guy!
We can start now.
Irminsul access granted. Initiating
Is this a small sapling? Oh, darn it! Come on, let's catch up with him. Wow! So this is the inside of Irminsul. Ooh! Paimon's Paimons never seen...
Irminsul is closely intertwined with the entirety of Teyvat. Every bit of it. Pick your jaws up off the floor.
Why is it that Paimon just wants to do the opposite of it?
Lesser Lord Kusanali, we will now...
Can you still sense where the heart of...
Yes. Permission to begin searching for information.
Permission granted.
Let's go.
Hey, so... what are you smirking?
I was just imagining the look on your travel companion's face if you went and... Anything's possible in here. You can't rule anything out.
These sapling things have spread out.
Those are all packets of information from inside Irminsul. Be careful not to touch them.
It looks the same in every direction. No wonder he mentioned about getting lost. Huh. What do you know? He was actually telling the truth. Is he mocking me again? What is it this time?
There's a time and a place to lie, but this definitely isn't it. So why don't you relax your guard a little? We're here.
What a huge...
Lesser Lord Kusanali,
Good, you made it.
ready when you are.
Then please begin. Preparing to access cognitive...
The Balladeer's actually doing what Nahida tells him. Guess he must...
The rest is up to you. If you discover anything at all,
Will do.
For once, we're the ones with nothing.
Traveler, Paimon, would you like to... Yes, I've also invited Paimon to join.
Huh? What the? We can talk to each other inside our heads?
That's part of it. Plus, we're all friends.
Paimon's never tried this before. This is... So, Paimon's been wanting to ask you something. Don't you think the Balladeer's a bit of...
As I've told you before, there are still some mysteries for him to resolve. Perhaps today will be the day that he finds... Well done. Smart and attentive. So, you made contact with that part of his mind.
Huh. Paimon thought nothing could get under that guy's skin.
Everyone has a history, Paimon. Even if you're a puppet created by the...
Speaking of puppets, we ran into two people at the Academia today talking about an essay. Turns out their topic...
If you mean the mysterious events, the Kabuki Mono and so...
Really? Because from what they were saying, it sounded like lots of Tatarasuna's...
Oh? How interesting. Those two...
So the Gesse got it right?
Well, they guessed right about one thing.
Must be a riveting conversation you three are having. Funny how all the good ones happen.
What makes you...
Don't insult me. You're having a private conversation without me. Obviously, I must... Of course you do. You can't have your...
So,
Still looking. Don't get your hopes up, though. You and your twin come from outside this world. It wouldn't surprise...
Wait! How did you know about that?
It's not like we've never met before. And anyway, you're world famous. It'd be more surprising if I... Right now, we have to keep the peace. I'm not interested in creating more misery for myself. Huh?
The this light. It looks similar to those...
Anonymous data.
Hey, don't you forget the agreement! You have to
Shh! Just wait.
Mr. Niwa, are you certain this is worth the risk? We are talking about Tatara Suna's furnace, after all.
There's no one else who can enter the furnace. It has to be me.
Is that so?
It's...
Whoa!
I have been in Tatara Suna for some time now. You have shown me great hospitality. Under your leadership, Tatara Suna is a warm, welcoming place. As I understand, the Raiden Shogun has, in recent years, eliminated much of the evil that plagued Inazuma. The forging industry with crystal marrow as a raw material has since flourished, giving rise to generations of swordsmiths. Skills, blood, dreams. Every smith brought into this trade looks to find their purpose.
Yes, well, were it not for you coming to Inazuma and happening to make Akame's acquaintance, the two of you never would have joined forces. You allowed Akame to take all the credit for a method that you jointly developed. He sold it to me. Even now, you remain one of Tatara Suna's key consultants, working right.
You flatter me. From the outset, I saw much that was commendable in the—
So you say, Escher. But it—
My good sir.
I tried to resist thinking it was all connected. Because I didn't want to speculate. What have we gained from adopting your new technology? Ominous black smoke? Mounting production problems? And recently, as you well know, someone died because of that strange filth inside the furnace. None of the people who went out to get help have come back. Now, our mutual friend, the Kabuki Mono, is taking the Golden Feather to— But that doesn't faze you, does it, Escher? Nothing does. Otherwise, why would you still—
I'm just surprised that you finally chose to be so sincere.
Mikoshi Nagamasa may have noticed that there was one common denominator among all these events.
After all, Nagamasa is the adopted son of Mikoshi Torachiyo, the yokai struck down by the Shogun's own hand.
You're well informed on the subtleties of his situation for a mechanic all the way—
Why, Mr. Niwa, are you suggesting I find a job as a diplomat?
Enough, Escher. I'm here because an evil force is raging inside the furnace. And someone needs to take your new device inside. I'm in charge here. And I'm about to take some responsibility and head inside. Probably to my death.
Judging from the look in your eyes.
Drop the act. We're past that now. I just want to know what you're still doing here. What's left?
Honestly, I'm just waiting for the right moment. A moment like this, where you finish talking and I—
You...
You're a little— I thought I'd disguised myself exceptionally well. At least for the first few— It's a long journey from Inazuma to Fontaine, but that didn't stop them. Eventually they met— And yet, despite all of that, you still fail to realize my true
If you kill me, there's no one who can get in—
Oh, but you're quite wrong. There is one other person. Some may not see—
Whoever you're working for won't get away with this. They'll be found out. But...
It's no trouble at all. Patience is a virtue. If you must know, I'm happy to divulge my true identity. I'm—
The Fatui?
Just to create a minor
That's it. That's why you gave us your—
Look how even the righteous soul is filled with— My device functions precisely as you say. It is the only chance you have of preventing a It is easier for a person to be possessed by evil spirits when they are filled with hate. So give in to your fury. Make no mistake, even without you, that pure, innocent puppet would only—
He has nothing to prove to anyone.
What a beautiful way to see the world. It almost makes me feel a little guilty. Think of me as a monster or a demon, if you wish. At least this way your death is not a consequence of your... I say, Mr. Niwa, let's see what happens. Will your... Mr. Niwa? Jester, I have completed the task you gave me. Creating a gap and infill... I'd like to introduce a puppet to you. If he proves useful...
Hey, are...
Dottore. Good.
Was that the doctor? Did he... But why did we see things from his perspective?
When I touched the doctor to confirm whether he'd eliminated all his segments, I read this.
Maybe so. But it means...
Does it? But this memory shows that Niwa didn't betray you. You know very well what that means.
Let's give him some space. He looks really mad.
We need to give him some time to process his emotions.
Paimon's still confused about the Tatarasuna incident. So, the doctor what?
Nobody has ever deceived you like that, Paimon. It's natural that you find it, so now you have the complete picture. Katsuragi took the Kabuki Mono to live with the people of Tatarasuna. Later, the doctor it was all a horrific experiment planned by the doctor. Everything he did, of all the unwitting participants in the doctor's experiment. After the events you just saw in that memory, the doctor put Niwa's heart into the device and handed it to the ballad. The load was far beyond what he expected, but the balladeer survived. The mechanic answered. Niwa fled this place for fear of punishment, but he left you a gift. The mechanic removed the withered heart from... The balladeer was stunned that such unthinkable cruelty had brought him the thing he'd been longing for his entire life. A harder... He thought Niwa had completely betrayed him, and yet this very betrayal had ensured his survival. Overwhelmed...
Holy moly. So the doctor killed an innocent man?
Yes. Only if you understand...
Dottore, you brazen-faced... Niwa didn't run from justice. You killed him.
Shall we see how he's doing? Hey, you alright? That's a scary expression.
Are you worried about me? If we didn't have such a history, I'd almost think that qualifies me. It won't. I'll keep...
Hey, aren't you investigating the stuff?
That's why we're here. But unfortunately, there's no information about the Descenders in Irminsul.
Even if you can't find anything, that seems to confirm it. Irminsul does not keep records on the Descenders.
Oh, does that mean we have to leave empty-handed?
Don't thank me just yet. You look really upset. Well, since Irminsul was a dead...
Huh?
The reason why there are records about your brother in Irminsul. It might have something to do with Conria. Plus, he only came to this world because the heavens
The heavens responded?
The Jester told me this himself. You can take his word on this. He was a royal mage in Conria. And I don't know the details. It's up to you whether you want to believe me. Did you get all that, Lesser Lord Kus?
Yes. Astonishing.
Does this info count towards my mission? It wasn't for...
Very valuable.
Good. In that case, I'll take some time from...
Huh? What?
Lesser Lord Kusanali was right. My power's all but completely spent. Even if I shared a secret with you, and now you owe me. So in return, I'd like give me your hand. Can you hear my voice inside your head? No, I can't do anything like that anymore. So tell me, in this world... Done.
Huh? What the? What happened?
Nothing. I was just thinking... So long. I suggest you get yourself...
Where are you going? Hey, wait up! Didn't you say not to go running off?
Fast reaction time. But I don't think we'll be seeing each other again. From this day forth, the names Balladeer and Kabuk, those who died in Tatarasuna because of me, deserve...
Hey, Balladeer!
You know, I never did like insects. Hordes of the puny things swarming together can be... But if a colony of harmless ants isn't threatening anyone, I guess they deserve to be left alone. Luckily...
Balladeer! Balladeer! Uh-oh, he disappeared. Come... Oh no, he's really...
Oh,
Nahida!
Traveler, Paimon, Balladeer, what happened just now?
It was the Balladeer's fault.
I didn't think he'd be capable of something like that with so little Did he keep some of his power hidden when he was defeated? Or...
Where the heck did he go? It's all...
Don't be. It's not your fault. Please, let me handle... We're running out of time. Follow my lead.
We're out! And we're at...
This is an emergency. I'll have to ask you to stay here for now. Everything's arranged. I'm sorry, but this isn't something I need your help.
An emergency? How bad is it? Nahida?
Don't worry. If my assessment is correct, though there may be some minor disturbances, it won't lead to a disaster.
Her voice has gone. Paimon can't shake the feeling that something really big has happened. What? He wants to change the past? But surely that's impossible. Right! You can't just rewrite history. All that stuff happened. It's like, imagine Paimon drank all the water in this inn, even if no one would... So, why does Paimon still have... Oh, Paimon's so confused. Huh? Ah! Sorry, Paimon accidentally... but erasing yourself from history? It's unthinkable. Is that really... Uh-oh. Paimon's head is overheating from trying to... Ugh! Paimon's had it with that little... There's no way he'll actually succeed, right? Otherwise... There's nothing we can do about it at this point. Hey, have you got any ideas? Seems like now there's nothing left for us to do but to go to sleep. But, so, how about, Alright, Paimon will start. first dish? Munstack grilled fish. Oh, Andrean chili chicken. Almond tofu. Oh, also Adeptus Temptation, golden shrimp balls, triple... Paimon was, talking? Huh. Is that a food too? What's wrong? Your eyes are like saucers. Was it something... So, the Balladeer is... Okay, sure. Where are we going? Huh? Fine by Paimon, but is everything okay?